Hello guys and welcome back. We're Courtney and James, and after 12 months living full-time in our bright orange Sprinter van and travelling Europe, we're back in the UK doing some pretty big renovations, which means ripping out almost all of our interior. Call us crazy. Subscribe and stick with us as we rebuild our home.
Hi, welcome, bonjour. This is episode 1 of our van renovation series. We've been away for the last 12 months. If you haven't already watched some of our videos, please do. And over that time, we realised we are overweight. This is a big girl. So first we had to remove all the extra stuff that was in DeeDee.
So we have just started unloading the van. And you really do realise how much stuff you accumulate over the course of a year, even though it's such a tiny space. This is just a few trips worth of stuff, like laundry, kitchen stuff that was in the bottom of the wardrobe, stuff that was under my seat. We've got like 5 different types of dog leads, like all this cleaning stuff. Like, it's a 5-meter long space. Is it really necessary? So we are now going through the process of putting things into piles and deciding what's staying in the van, what do we want to keep but we don't want to take with us, so we'll put into storage, what can we donate to charity, and what is just rubbish.
Second, we had to actually find out what she weighed, so we took her to a weighbridge.
Well, we are here at the weighbridge, and we're going to find out how much she weighs.
So the results are in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what are we?
3,460.
Oh my god.
And third, we've actually got to plan what we're going to do to save weight, because as you can see, we probably want to save around 200 kilograms, something like that, depending on where we end up at the end. Maybe we need to lose some weight as well. Anyway, on with the plan.
So first things first, at the front, there's not really much we can do up here to save weight. When we did the build, we already swapped this double seat out for a single swivel, so that saved some weight, but clearly didn't do much. And then what we're going to do is build a central console of some sort in the middle for Sally to sit in when we're driving, because she currently like rolls around like a little weeble. So that's going to go in there. And then we might build an overcab storage area, but that'll probably be like at the end if we have time. Second thing we know is that this structure has to stay. There's no chance of ripping this out. This just took too much time and energy. So the wardrobe and the shower room are staying. What is going to change, however, excuse the mess, it's just a bit dirty, is these shelves, because these are clearly the thinnest shelves in history. They're all bowed. I think they're like 6mm MDF or something, which was clearly the wrong choice. So we need to optimize this space, and we're going to take out our hanging rail and build shelves all the way up so that we can optimize the space in here.
Now that Courtney's explained what is happening here, not much at the front, imagine the rest of this gone. It's gone. No more. So we've realised that whilst this is lovely and big, it's a bit excessive and not needed. So we're going to trim this right back and create like a storage stool solution down at the front, and probably keep this one the same but rebuild it all, because we built these kitchens without as much knowledge as we have now, and yeah, they're heavy, so we're going to use lighter stuff essentially. And we're actually going to move from the dinette crew to the fixed bed crew. Soz. I know we've got such wondrously big seats that you can lie down on, but they're actually a bit wasted space. Like, we really lose storage because of it, and we're not as popular as we thought we were, so we don't actually have that many people around in the van. So yeah, we're going to reduce these down to sort of 75 centimeters here and here, so we've still got somewhere to work, but then have a fixed bed that extends out so that we can still sleep lengthways but still get the seats in. And then we're also going to create a nice little dog bed for Sally. Yay! Let's begin. This is fun.
We haven't even started yet.
Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, we need somewhere to put all these screws and stuff, don't we?
The first screws. Oh my god.
The first screw is the
deepest. I don't know how to feel about this because this is a lot of blood, sweat and tears that went into this.
Are we making a mistake?
Nah.
Nah.
Nah. It's fun.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
This is DeeDee right now. Poor DeeDee. As you can see, we managed to rip out these back benches and that small kitchen unit. We still need to tackle this kitchen unit and then also dismantle all the electrics and all the plumbing stuff so that we can rebuild in this space. But in doing that, we saved 117 kilograms so far in timber. Let's just take a second for that to sink in. So all of this over here, which is currently underneath the caravan, is what we've taken out. And obviously I know we're going to be putting weight back in, but it's going to be so much less than that, we hope. Using better techniques and better materials and less screws and blah 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 blah. Oh, look who we have down here. That cheeky blue teaspoon that we've lost.
Cheeky, yeah?
Cheeky!
So,
Right, you show me how you plan on doing this then.
so we need to empty this.
Yeah.
And we've got a 5 litre thing here, but I think that's more than 5 litres.
Yeah, that's a 10-litre tank, isn't it?
So I'm going to take this bit out here.
Which is the filter line, right?
Filter's there.
Yeah.
Take this out by undoing that screw and then put that on there. Then when that starts to fill, I'm going to go whoosh. Oh, it's all out of me hands. But it's running in.
Good.
Can you see?
I saw it pour out. And I guess I just wait. Hold music. Bling bling blong blong, bling blong, bling bling blong blong. Call me Mr. Resourceful. Mrs. Resourceful.
Mrs.
Miss.
That went well. And Mum will buy you another one if it's unusable.
Yeah, if there's diesel on your plants. Another thing, whilst we've been hunkered down in this corner, is that we've realised that this toe kick area is such a waste of space. So like this is underneath the kitchen unit. So this time we're going to try and build some sort of like pull-out drawer or something to the side here. Store like hose and all that kind of stuff, because I mean, it might not look like that much space, but that's useful space that we are currently not optimising.
Yep. Look at the state of it.
It's disgusting. Crumbs. Back.
Beep.
Beep. Beep. I'm excited to deconstruct all those electrics and stuff and actually get them labelled up, considering we have no idea which wire is which right now. Here I am back in the van, and today I'm starting on our electrical setup. We have to deconstruct the whole thing so that we can obviously build in this space. And the problem with that is we didn't actually label up all of the wiring very well. So we labelled quite a lot of it, and over time, because we just use like masking tape and stuff, it's just fallen off. So we don't actually know which wire is which. Which part of my task for today is figuring out which wire is which, labeling it up so that then when we deconstruct it, it's easy to put back together again in its new home underneath the bed in the garage space. So this is the current situation. Got a lot of work to do. But first, I'm going to try and draw a bit of a schematic, which I've never done before. See how this goes. James is probably a lot more qualified to do this than I am, because he's the one that built and researched this whole electrical system. But unfortunately he's working today, so balls on me. Are you helping? Are you being a little helper? You're not sure, are you? Because there's no furniture in here anymore. Feels strange. Are they in your bed? Well, that was actually not too bad. This is my schematic. Ever so neat, as you can see, but it makes sense to me, and I'll draw it out on the computer later to make it a lot easier to follow when we come to reconstruct all of this. We'll also, obviously at the moment, I should mention we have 3 90 amp hour flooded lead acid batteries, and we've just bought one big 200 amp hour KS Energy lithium battery. So that will make this a lot easier. We won't have to have the connections between the positives and the negatives on the battery terminals. Everything will just be coming off of either end of one battery, which will make things easier. I did it, I did it, I did it, did it, did it. Boom. That wasn't so hard. Quite a lot of them were actually marked up, so kind of half the job done for me there, but I did have to trace quite a few of them back to like where they go into the walls. A lot of them just go up into the wall here, which then goes up into the wall into this control panel area, and without taking that wall down, I don't know which wire goes into which control, but we'll figure that out when we come to take that wall down. So yeah, job done. What I've now just done is worked out on these blade fuses, which were obviously in here. I've drawn out exactly what load was on in what place and which fuse size was with which, and noted that down. Some of them have way bigger fuses than what they definitely need, so like some of our USB ports had like 20 amp fuses on them. I'm pretty sure that's quite big. I think the USBs only push out like 5 amps or something, but maybe James will correct me on that. But yeah, now we shouldn't go wrong when we go to put the fuse box back together. Well, I did it. I managed to empty out all the electrics, labelled everything up, took everything apart. Now we have a clear space. I've even just kind of bunched up the wires with electrical tape for now. And yeah, feeling pretty accomplished. Which I know sounds silly because obviously taking it apart is very different to putting it together. But it's a big step because now it means that we can crack on with taking the walls down, taking these overheads off, and then taking the floor out. So that's going to be the next episode. I think we're going to leave this one here though, because we've done quite a bit of demolition and this video is already pretty long. So yeah, come back next week so you can see us go back to spaceship mode where all the insulation showing, and then watch us take up this very heavy OSB subfloor, which was very unnecessary and a very amateur foolish move of us to put in. So yeah, see you next week.